Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he's the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it open, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run the counter. It's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and nothing right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And once again, this is Sanders. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. the pistol. McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Play action. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Eagles! Sanders, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack. Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He goes underneath to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. This is down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Darnold to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Room here to run. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Try and run for it with Gainwell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's on target, but it's no good. He had it online line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's brought down. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.